And we are back again to talk about what's going on in the world of entertainment, all the gist, all the celebrity news, and everything in between. This is the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. This smooth breakfast is what you are listening to with yours truly, Ayokunmi Kikirieko. And it's 17 minutes past 8 a.m. on a Thursday. It was rainy this morning, but we are here to bring the sunshine on your morning. And you get to join us as well. So please do WhatsApp YouTube as well today. Yes, YouTube is up and running. The live stream is there. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Leave your comments there. Now, the WhatsApp number is 0911 999 0981. 0911 999 Trust me, you need to be a part of the conversations this morning. We want to hear your own opinions on the issues. St. Fajo is already locked and loaded. He says, we're active. Good morning to you, St. Fadro. Great to have you on the show. Well, joining me to take a look at these stories this morning and also break the tables where necessary because it's part of what we do in the Grapevine. The one, the only, my main G, James Silas.
Yeah, good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everybody. St. Fajo, I see you. Um, Ayo, where are we starting from today?
I think you already know where it is that we're starting from this morning. I mean, updates, and more updates. Well, we need to talk about our. Said Fadro says, James, your energy seems low. It's not low. It just sounds like that. Said Fadro,
Ah,
turn
that
your
was low.
turn your radio up. Turn your radio up, Said Fadro. That's what you need to do. Turn it up. That's what's up. Okay, so we need to talk about Tubaba. I know. It feels like a broken record, but there are updates. And in the Grapevine, we bring you the updates to what's going on. Tuesday, we had a conversation about that. Iraba went into the whole situation. Well, the last few days have actually been interesting. Looking at what has been going on with him and Natasha, IG Live, not IG Live, and so on and so forth, the arrest in the UK and everything. Well, there was a post that on his IG handle that came out. Just two words on that post, and it was just simply help me. That was all that was on that post. Now, that had a lot of people talking. What exactly did that mean? And so when people said, oh, he was hacked and all that. But I mean, why is it always him that gets hacked? But after that, he released a video pleading with fans to stand down and allow him and his wife to resolve their issues privately. Um, he said that things are getting out of hand and it's a dangerous situation right now. He appealed for calm, saying that, I'm quoting here, I am perfectly okay, and this is putting Natasha at risk. It's not fair on anybody to do this kind of thing. He called for a ceasefire and said the couple will resolve all these issues. I mean, it's easy to say people should cease fire, but all the issues that have been going on, y'all have been putting them in the public space back to back to back. So is he really okay? Is he really fine? What's going on, James?
Is he okay? I think, first of all, in my own personal head, my stand my stance in all of this is that everybody should mind their business.
Hmm.
Let's Baba handle the business. We all have bigger issues, even this as a nation. To I mean, I was talking to somebody who said, sorry, let me just say, allegedly, no disrespect intended, that Senator Ned Woko will be happy right now to say, finally, the focus has moved. Allegedly, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any disrespect, but I'm just saying. But back to Tubaba, I feel sorry for him. It's unfortunate that all of this is happening at this point, and a lot of people are talking about him. It's just sort of dents or slights the legacy or the musical legacy that this guy um, has been leading over the years. That's when we want to talk about him right now. It's about his marital drama, his new wife, Annie Macaulay, his many children, and even when people say many children, we can still count, and we know that a lot of people or some other people have more children than Diggers, you know. have to have right now. But apart from that, I think the major challenge when it comes to Baba's family structure is the fact that he started at a time where it seemed like he was just getting different women pregnant and just, piling children from left, right, and center, which personally I believe must be one of the things he would probably, okay, let me not say regret, because he even did a song later that raindrops, and he seemed to be happy with his, that the children are blessings to him and everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like it's also self-denial, or just not wanting to face the reality of the fact that you've made so much huge mistakes. And I can't believe that even right now, according to the news, that him and Natasha, they welcomed a set of twins. And I'm wondering, how is this guy still having children? Why is he still having children? And but what do you expect if you just left one marriage, and how else can they solidify, or how else can Natasha feel like a wife, and and one who now has a family with you without the children, because I don't know. But you see, I think ordinarily, away from what we've seen on social media, even as a regular man, Tubaba has a lot of problems to deal with, even as a man. Just let's say he wasn't the superstar, a regular guy, in the country today, who has multiple, a lot of children with different women. He will be dealing with different issues every now and then. The children are now in the university. One of the things that his former manager, yeah, the management team member, I'll say, was he said, oh, they wanted to send money to is, so is it or Zeno, one of his sons, the first son, I
I
believe.
think Zeno.
Zeno wanted to send £1,000 to him to sort out himself in school, and they said Natasha refused, that they should give her all the money. So imagine that he needed to send money to Zeno, who's in school, so that he can figure out, take care of himself. And now that was altered during the whole drama in London. Now, I don't know um what's his name. His position was um the Tuesday Okosun.
Yeah, Irabo.
Irabo, thank you. I don't know what his position was, but you see, if I want to touch briefly on that whole thing, I think it was wrong that his former manager went on live to expose and talk about all those things. I know that some people will say, oh, but yes, it was the hard truth, but it should have, or that situation or that action would help Tubaba. I don't think he should have done that. As a former manager, coming up, there's the place for non-disclosure. You weren't supposed to. You were not in a position. Both of you that came on that live were not supposed to expose that whole information. That's why we are here talking about Toban, because it sort of puts him in a position publicly, main public slaughter, not just scrutiny now that we are seeing today. And I don't think it's fair on and social media, for God's sake. And it's not fair on this guy and his family and his children and his, every other person that are connected to him, because they just puts him in this bad light, and it seemed like you just sort of forget every other thing that he has done, or that he, that is penned to his name, and it's not fair. And I understand where he came out to say, both for the part of saying, "Help me," and the part of him coming out to say, "Ceasefire, everybody should calm down. We are going to resolve our issues." And I was saying before we came on air that this is not the first experience. Tubaba have had this situation even with Annie, not in the
Mm.
public space like this, as bad as this, but Tubaba and Annie also have, or
Had
they
their own
had their own
issues.
issues internally. It's just that it did not come out like this. And Annie wasn't struggling to be in face to say, it is Tubaba is my husband, or he belongs to me. She wasn't so what's the word, frontal, or very confrontational, as Natasha. Natasha, once you look at even Natasha's voice, she has a very strong voice, very so you can tell that she's trying to, the word is not tame, to suppress, is it the word? Suppress Tubaba to, conform to this
Assert
arrangement that they
dominance,
have.
perhaps?
What do you say?
To assert dominance, perhaps.
Maybe yes, to accept it and just say we are together and you have to, hey, we are in public, hold my hand. Why are you going? Why are you in front? Just she wants to control that situation. And the truth is that, there are people like that who want to, both for men, women as well, who want to just sort of ascertain the fact that we are together. You have to show people that we're together or we have a good front. This is so sad. I don't think that it's fair on any of them. It's not fair on Tubaba. It's not fair on Natasha. But this is what it is. I've seen a lot of people. I saw what's her name, Tenny, doing a video. Let's go
Yeah, she
and
did a video as well.
go and get, yeah. What exactly are you going to what? Then go get the guy and pull him out of now his marriage, or are you going to kidnap him? Are you going to what? Take him to where? So there's the part where there's the allegation of abuse of drugs, even between both parties. I think yes, that if people abuse drugs, I don't your reasoning will be altered. I don't think you'll be able to think straight. I don't think you'll be able to, your actions will be questionable. There are those effects of the abuse of drugs. But let's even keep that aside. I still believe that Tubaba is a grown man. That man is 50 plus. You
Yeah.
know, he's a grown man. He's not somebody that you say, tell the mom to say, talk to your son. I think he has grown way beyond that point. He has made decisions. He has done a lot of things that adults, you expect adults to do. And I think that he's at a point where he will take responsibility and manage whatever comes to him. I don't see much of a problem here. It's just that the regular issues that people have that did not come on social media, in his own case, came up on social media. And even where the intention or where the action is not particularly what people think it is, they will still use it to. Because I saw one of the videos, somebody did AI, and AI is not cheap, AI is not free. Somebody did like a video showing Tubaba apologizing and talking to people, and I thought that's why are people doing this? I feel sorry for him, like I said again. I think we should move on to the next story. I just think that Subaba will be fine. They should leave me alone. I really hope that this does not, sort of erase the good memories that people need to have of him. And let me tell you, I think that he's also struggling, and because in some places or in some people will not even be able to handle this mentally or emotionally. And God forbid that the guy decides to say, okay, look, I'm going to end it off for all of you. That's why I think that people should leave him alone. They should try and he should even get security to stop cameras from people from recording in public or wherever. Give him his privacy. He's a grown man, I mean. Let's let him be.
Well, let's let him be. But I mean, for people not recording and making videos of him in public, I don't know how possible that is going to be, bearing in mind the
Mm.
sort of standing he has as a public figure. But we do hope that they're able to resolve these issues. And whenever we hear of him in the news, it's for something positive, not all this unnecessary drama. Really, we don't need to be dealing with all of this. Well, let
True.
us take a very quick breather. When we come back in, we'll be talking about a certain African giant who has had people talking once again, and they're saying it's like this guy is trying to, trying to make amends for something he did out there in the US. Is that the case? Well, we'll find out about that and a whole lot more on the other side. The Grapevine here on Smooth 98.1. Smooth 98.1. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma. Yeah, welcome, ma. How are you, ma?
Who's that?
Nice. One of my interns in the studio. Nice
How many
sunglasses.
interns do you have? How many
At
interns do you have?
at the moment, three. But she's the only one
Uh-uh.
around today.
That's cool. Tell her to come to the camera. Let me tell you.
Come to the camera. Yeah. I'm my guy.
Hi. How are you? I can't hear you. What's your name?
My name is Reiki Asa.
Oh, hi, Rikia. Is this your first time on the Grapevine?
Yes, sir.
Oh, awesome. What school did you attend?
Unilag, sir.
Oh, cool. Nice. All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure, feeling better.
My game changer.
Oh, but Baba will be all right.
He
To a
will.
degree, I feel all this is like past, past, past behaviors or past incidents kind of catching up. I
Some
mean,
people would say nemesis, like you just like what you're saying, but yeah, but which is why we have to think deeply before we make any decision or take certain actions, because look at what he's having to deal with right now. I feel before you think you're Superman, you think you are on top of the world, you have the women around and you can but look at what's happening right now.
I mean, he's
Tubaba
not
could
a
have
child,
he could have left, he could have divorced or separated from Annie, but not because you want to go and jump into another relationship or with another
right?
woman. You didn't
Right.
need to marry Natasha. And this is not saying it's not my business, but I see where we are now. The fact that even having more children or more I beg you.
All right, you're welcome back into the Grapevine. It is a Thursday morning. This is the Smooth Breakfast, Smooth 98.1. Your love music, love live station. It is 33 minutes past 8 a.m. I hope it's sunny out there. I'm in the studio, so I have no idea what is going on outside. There was a bit of rain this morning, and I'm just hoping for clear, sunny skies to brighten up your day. Well, if the skies won't be sunny, we're sunny here, making sure that you have a great start to your morning. I still have with me the one and only James Silas.
Yeah.
Senfajo, is that energetic enough for you? Just checking. Checking. Blink twice if that was fine. Just blink twice if that was fine for you. All right, join us on WhatsApp and on YouTube. WhatsApp number is 0911 999 That is the WhatsApp number. We're streaming live on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. You can leave your comments there as well if you'd love to share your thoughts on what we've been talking about. We talked at length about what's going on with Tubaba, Natasha, and all the drama therein. Let me take a message or two here. This one is from, this is Tally here, who has sent in a contender for a PhD thesis. Well, let me get through the message, Tally. Thank you for sending it. She says, I think drug abuse only accentuates what is within removes inhibitions, like duty, courage that aside. I saw the videos yesterday. I saw the IG live too. And all I can glean from this is that he is Johnny Depp in this case. He is a man suffering domestic violence. Dutch courage. Autocorrect does that. He's Johnny Depp in this case. He's a man suffering domestic violence very clearly. We cannot see clearly, Otali. I don't know what you saw. I did not see clearly like that, too. But hey, it's possible. Very possible. She further says, and if you watch that video where he said he was okay and all that, zoom into his sunglasses and you would see the outline of a person that looks suspiciously curvy, maybe a woman. So yeah, he apologizes after every outburst because he's compelled to. Annie and the rest of us just got an extra large popcorn to watch this drama. In any case, karma has a way of decisively dealing with people's misbehavior. We hope and pray the next bottle stabbing will not end up in his neck. Oh, that would really be a tragedy.
God forbid.
People close to him should just help him, Sha, so we don't have another Osinachi on our hands. Amen to that one. St. Fadjo says, let me just walk up this story of our honorable legend. When you have too many ladies in your life, they will ruin you into pieces. Huh. Okay. I will come back to your own message in a bit. I need to get back into what is on the menu here. Like I said, Burna Boy is in the news once again, and he's lending a significant hand to the families affected by Stockton's recent mass shooting. Now, he has pledged to cover funeral costs for the 4 young victims aged 8 to 21 who were killed at a children's birthday party on Saturday, November 29th. And a lot of people have talked about this particular one back and forth. Of course, when Bernard does anything, even if he blinks, there's always going to be a lot of talk. But you know that recently the whole issue around his behavior in the concert in San Diego, the backlash, and then the, in quotes, boycott of his other concerts which were canceled and all that. Now, people are saying that he's just doing this to get back in the good graces of his American audience. Would you agree with that assertion, James? Or he's just being a good human being?
I Yeah, so it will be difficult to deny to deny on his behalf, but I want us to take note that Burna Boy one time went to Port Harcourt, his home city, and visited a couple of places. I think it was like one of their most popular general hospitals there, and took care of the bills of so many people, if not almost all the people, people that were admitted at that time that he came in. And he has been doing he has like a foundation, he has been doing a lot of charity works, not always, that doesn't get to the social media space every other time, and not always in the news. He does those things, maybe not personally, but his foundation or his estate do those
Right.
things, and it's in record he does actually. Now, this particular one, because of the timing, we all know what he's been going through, or having to deal with. And what I used to say, or what I said about this incident, not this particular one, I mean generally of now, which is why they are, we have the story of people that are counseling him, counseling shows and all of that. He says a lot of things. He comes off as nonchalant, and like he lacks emotional intelligence. But deep down, I don't think Bona is so much of a hard guy like that. Bona
Mm,
doesn't want you to cancel him the way it is happening. He doesn't want to have a concert or an appearance that gets cancelled after people have bought tickets. He don't. No artist wants that. You cannot say because you are so stubborn that you don't give a damn about. Okay, if you don't want me, that's your business. Because there, if they are canceling you, they are also not streaming your record. They are not touching you. And this is for at a time where we finally managed to have one African artist who is able to break into that market. That was something we were struggling with for a very long time. Even the ones that came close did not go in as deep as Burna Boy. Burna Boy was has been shutting down stadiums, venues, big capacity venues that even a lot of American artists have not had the opportunity to do. So it's a big deal, and it's not something we want to lose. And I see a lot of comments, or I've seen a lot of comments where people think that, oh, serves him right. No, as far as this our industry, let me just go back to the word Afrobeats.
right.
As far as African music is concerned, and the exposure and availability around the world outside our own shores, I think this is a big deal, and we must not lose it. Um, we are still, because Burna Boy, if you look at it, has been the only. I mean, the other guys have been Sense, Rema. They have been doing their or contributing their own quota on their own beats. Wizkid, but none of these guys have been doing as big as Burna Boy. Burna Boy's name might not have come close to Fela's name globally, but to a great extent, you see Burna Boy out there, they say, "Oh, that guy, they know him." So
Yeah.
he doesn't want to lose that. He doesn't want to, miss any of that. So if this one will at least donate to his steps back to reality, or back to common sense, then please let's accept it. Is trying to, is making an effort to be sorry for his actions, and for people to at least accept him back. I mean, it may seem like PR, but at least a step. It's a move to correct his wrongs.
Well, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see how far this move will correct those wrongs, because the level of cancellation out there, it was massive. We'll see if it works out for him. At the end of the day, it just goes to show that Burner realizes that you need your fans. There is no
You
doubt
do.
about that. You need your fans. You need those people who were riding with you all the way, who supported your music. They are people you don't want to treat anyhow. It's very, very important. So he needs to do better, really and truly. All right, let's talk about Dirty December here, James, because recently there was talk by the Ministry the Ministry of Arts, Culture, Tourism, and Creative Economy talking about getting themselves involved in Dirty December and so on and so forth. Well, they've announced that the inaugural Nigerian Foods and Culture Festival will take place from December 16 to 17, 2025, in TBS here in Lagos. Now, the minister, Hannatu Musawa, made this known while briefing newsmen in Abuja on Tuesday. Now, she said that the festival, jointly organized with Yoruba Creative Minds, aims to showcase Nigeria's rich cultural heritage and boundless creativity as well. Do you think that this is a good initiative? I mean, this is just a start, but generally speaking, what do you think?
So, Ayo, first of all, in my opinion, this is not an initiative at all as far as the ministry is concerned. This is just them tapping into what's in existence. They've not come up with any brilliance or any initiative, anything that I think that is laudable, that that will impress me personally. What they've done is identify any situation, any event that will make them popular, and they will tap in and come and tell you they will support you. We love what you're doing. The government is doing this, is promising this and that, and do a press release and bring media, take pictures. And at the end of the day, they, paint themselves cool. But when it comes to the nitty gritty and the work that we expect them to have done from the scratch, they ain't doing nothing. So I don't, I'm not excited, I'm not impressed, I'm not interested, And this is not saying it in any disrespectful way. I really feel like they need to put in the work, they need to do something, they need to create. Let's be the ones wanting to tap into what they are doing.
They are
It's
doing.
not, Dirty December, from where to where? Dirty December have been dirty since the name came up. People have been having their parties, balling, doing this and that. We've been talking about the Ministry of Tourism, the ministries, and then there's hospitality, and all of them coming up with bright ideas that will make people want to participate. You know that in Lagos we have the whole Lagos Fest thing. What's it called again? That December period where I think it was during Ambode's tenure that they started that thing, where Lagos will have back-to-back events at different locations. You remember Lagos something? I can't remember the name of
I
that,
don't
the
re
theme of
I
that.
can't I,
You understand?
I can't
Remember?
recall it right now. I
Okay,
remember it, but I
so
can't recall the name right now.
the name. Okay, so they had that, and they used to what's it called, engage artists, and they were paying artists for those concerts. It wasn't free. I mean, it wasn't free. I know that I worked with two artists who had the opportunity to participate and they were paid. So they may not pay you as big as you normally would charge abroad, but they had like a honorarium that we were going to offer and that was good as well. And they were also open to support you whenever the need arises. So that was a good initiative because the Lagos State started, they were doing it and they did it till December 31st into the new year. It was a big deal.
Lagos
The governor
Countdown.
always participates.
Uh,
Yes, I think
yeah,
it's
Uchechi
countdown. Yes,
says Lagos Countdown. That's the name.
thank
Thank you,
you.
Uchechi, for
That was the
reminding us.
that was the event. They had it. It happened for like maybe a week or two, if not the whole of the. So they were always having it. So some artists, upcoming wherever, they moved. It was so interesting because let's say the guys on the island, for instance, if you've never performed in Ikorodu before, they can draft you to Ikorodu or Agege or send you to Yanopaja. It was just and they will take care of course. That period is always secure. They will move you to these locations, and it was fun. It was good because people that have not had the opportunity to see. Let me use like a Burna Boy, for instance. You see Burna Boy in Ekpe performing, people that didn't have the opportunity had the opportunity. So that's even just saying that was an initiative. But you see, this no disrespect again, I say, honestly speaking, I don't intend to. I'm just saying I'm pulling and challenging them to come up with something better, do something more, more interesting from your own table, from your own circle, where
Right.
we should be able to tap. I know that there's a part where there's this whole grants thing that they offer to the creative industry and so on. Um, Let me not go there. I know that particular program is available, but I still have my questions, still questionable as far as I'm concerned. But let's even leave that aside. But as far as this December concept is concerned, the truth is whether the government come in or not, people abroad are already attracted to it. I cannot count how many of my friends are coming back because there's December and people are already trying to buy tables. They are in
Oh
America, they're
my.
trying to buy tables already. They want to be part of it's exciting to them, And that whole thing also has got into a country like Ghana, for instance. People, even though Ghanaians are also coming in to come and experience Dirty December. But apart from that one, I just feel like the government can do better in terms of how they can support. And Lagos is not the only, because when you say Dirty December, honestly speaking, is Lagos. We have other places. There are other states that need this same excitement. Go and partner with them there and develop those areas. Lagos is not complaining. All we need in Lagos this season or this period is for the governor to boost security. Let our street lights be working. Let the police be proactive.
Reduce the
Secure
traffic.
Lagos, and people will come out and have fun, and the economy or Lagos economy will still enjoy it, and vis-a-vis the whole federation. But as far as the Ministry of what's it called concerned, they should go to other places. Go and have Dirty December in Abuja. There's Calabar. Look at what they did with Calabar Festival. I don't even know. The story. It used to be a big deal, but now it seems like I don't know if it's still happening or if they are going to bring it to Lagos to come and be having it here. It's not encouraging at all. We can do better as a country, and if you
Mm.
have the opportunity to effect proper change, do it properly, not to tap into the ones that we are managing to enjoy here. With press release and press conference, we don't need any of that.
James says we don't need any of that. You can do more for the entertainment and tourism industry. Lagos is not the only state in Nigeria. You need to
Yes.
work on how you can carry Dirty December beyond the shores of just Lagos. All right, let me take Tayo's message here. This one, Tayo says, Grapevine better not show any sign of weakness this morning like Burna Boy. How? For where? We stand strong. He then says, Tubaba is now with the Fire Lord Nat, and he's telling us on social media that there's no war in Basiki. The body mechanic is truly living the lyrics of his songs. Why is he still having children? I can't say have children now.
Thank
Father Abraham,
you. I
come
had the
on,
same
come
question.
on. He's our own version of Nick Cannon. Local man shooting his shot everywhere. James, Parnet just celebrated one of his wives the other day, and one would think Regina didn't happen, giving Pa heartbreak in the 60s. Use more than 365 days to fear them.
My brother.
He then says a whole Odogu with his spiked emotions is in the US covering funeral costs and hawking provision. Man is swinging all around for acceptance, but will stomp his local fans with Timberland in December 2025. I like to appreciate
No,
50 Cent because
it will change.
after John Wick, nobody is more focused than him. Diddy has sent a decease order on that documentary that some of the footage was stolen. You cannot do it. We'll see how that one pans out. He then says, any updates on that lady that P Square had that P Square got arrested for cybercrime? No, it wasn't P Square. It was Paul, if I'm
Bless.
correct. I think it was Paul Okoye that had
Oh
arrested,
yeah,
not both
that
of
was
them.
cool.
Yeah, that is still in the works. Whenever we get more information on that, we'll definitely bring it to the fore. Ataya then says IJGBs are complaining of hiking rents, but that one will not reach minister's ears. She should continue. I'll pretend to hear her. Saying I've heard stories about rents this morning and my head just started spinning because I can't even begin to imagine. But anyways, this is where we need to bring it to a close this morning on the Grapevine. We've gone way over time, but hey, it tends to happen. Thank you so very much for all the messages and for making me laugh. Thank you to Uchechi for that clarification on Lakers Countdown. Very much appreciated. All of you are the real MVPs of the Grapevine. We appreciate you so much. And I appreciate you very much, my brother, James Silas.
Absolutely, Ayo. Thank you for always having me. It's all love. And shout out to all the guys that listened in and the ones that have been following the show since day one. You're the real MVP. I'm James Salas on social media. You can always send me a DM. All you have to say is you're from the Grapevine and I'll holler back. Peace.
Peace out. All right, then. Grapevine will make a return on Tuesday at 8:15 a.m. right here on the Smooth Breakfast. 9 o'clock, Lagos, a conversation on Lagos Talks. I'll be having Shopware Martins with me, yes, to have a conversation about some very interesting developments. Yes, you know Shopware Martins, you love her as well. She'll be here at 9. So do not miss out on that one. My name is Ayokunmi Kekere. Stay with us.